Hey guys, it's Theo here from Insane Dragon Ball. It's that time again, time for another figure review. This time I'll be reviewing my SS Figuarts Super Saiyan Vegeta figure. Now Vegeta, he is my favorite character in the Dragon Ball universe. And I hope a lot of people agree with me, and I hope by watching this video you can see why. So let's waste no time and get straight in it. Here he is, in the box, Super Saiyan Vegeta. Let's check it out. So, as usual, by SH Figuarts, Super Saiyan Vegeta. Very easy. Okay, Dragon Ball Z, Bandai, warning, 15 and up. These are sort of, adult collectibles, guys, obviously. So you've got Vegeta right there in the packaging. He's got the big smirk on his face as well, like, yeah, check me out. I'ma kill you, man. Alternate faces. Very screaming battle pose there. The other screaming battle pose with the big bang attack. That's that one. Big bang attack. Now, obviously, blast hand, smiling face there, the smirk. Crossed arms. This figure has crossed arms. It's a very Vegeta trademark to have the crossed arms, as you can see. Battle pose with the kung fu fingers there. Another blast pose, that's that big bang attack pose there as well. So we have simple style and heroic action and super action. Dynamic articulation enables recreation of Super Saiyan Vegeta iconic action sequences from the anime. And then we have him here standing next to Trunks and with the big smirk on his face there as well. And the other side, yeah, it's just that side there. Now I want to point out that there are two Super Saiyan figures on the Tamashii SH Figuarts market. So there is this one, which is considered the 2.0, and there is the one before that one, which is called Premium Color. I went the 2.0. I'll tell you why in a sec. Let's crack them open. Out of the packaging, here he stands. So let's have a quick look here. As you can see, a lot of blue color scheme. The Saiyan armor is used on this one. So I would put this exact Vegeta at the time of the Android saga, okay? So as you can see, here's the sculpt on the head. If I can get my camera to focus. There it is. Very cool. Very cool. Check that out. Sorry, my hand's shaking a little bit. That's the paint, hair on the paint. Paint on the hair, rather. The only sort of gripe that I have with it is this little piece here that's kind of, I don't know what happened there, if it was like that when I bought it or I did something to it, if it fell down. That's all good. But that hair is unmistakably Vegeta, and I just love that sculpt with all the spikes coming out of there. That is so cool. Look at that arrogant smile. But as I was saying before, there's two of these. There's the Premium Color, and there is the 2.0. This is the 2.0. As you can see, it has a two-part torso. The Premium Color has a one-part torso. So I had to do a lot of research before I bought this figure to make sure it was the right one. Because if it's a one-part torso, obviously, guys, you cannot pose as much. It limits your posability. So yeah, you can twist it, you can ab crunch there as well, but I'll get into articulation in a bit. As usual, Vegeta always has his gloves, and he always has his boots, which is very cool. Alright, so, as you can see, the sculpt is very cool with the muscular legs and the biceps on the arms, muscular shoulders. Is very awesome. So I guess now's a good time to look at the accessories Vegeta comes with. So here are all the accessories with Super Saiyan Vegeta. So 4 alternate heads, everybody. So we got the smirk, the grin on the figure itself now at the minute, but we have the stern face, and we have 2 screaming faces. Now the difference is one looks directly at you, one sort of looks to the side. Alright, and check out that vein popping out in the head. That's some cool detail. I love that, especially the ear as well. So these are a bit different to Goku, obviously. To swap out the head sculpt, with Goku you had to remove a section of the hair itself to do that, but this one, it's just that full hair piece, including the head, comes straight off the figure. Doesn't that look weird? And then you can plug the new face that you want right on there. Perfect, isn't it? As I say, like it was there all along. But I'm going to put my favorite face back on there. Yes, we all love the Prince of all Saiyans and his overconfidence. It's very cool. Alright, so the other accessories is 2 blast hands. Always important. Like with the Goku one as well, guys. You got the detail in the hands there, which is very cool. No fingernails, obviously, because they are gloves, so they did not reuse the sculpt. So it would seem. 2 Kung Fu pose hands. And we have 2 blasting hands for those Gallic Gun and Big Bang Attack moments. And we have this one little fist here that's a thumbs up, or you can use it to point at themselves like you want to take me on. Me, I'm the Prince of all Saiyans. Or you can do a thumbs down as well, which is cool. Now, very good trademark for Vegeta is his crossed arms. And obviously the first time I saw a picture of this, I'm like, how are they doing that? How can they do that? But it's actually very, very simple and very cool. So this looks a bit, how you doing? But alright, both arms come off the figure themselves. And this might be hard doing it behind a camera with everybody. And you want to sort of pose it so, like this, to get the pegs sort of facing inward as much as you can. See that? Alright, so now we clip them in. I'm just trying to watch what I'm doing as I'm doing this. That's one side, and that is the other side. Yep. And there's a little gap there. Let me just see if I can. Well, that took longer than expected, but I got it on. As you can see, there is Vegeta with his arms crossed. Makes for some pretty cool poses, especially when you have the different faces on, etc. But that back style is pretty cool there, where you see his arms crossed with the Saiyan armor and the hair sculpt. I really dig that. That is so cool. Alright, now next we're going to talk about articulation. Alright, articulation. So, Vegeta, let's start with the head. Alright, so tilt side to side. You've got the neck joint there as well, so he can look up pretty far. Yeah, he can look up a decent amount, and he can look down an even more decent amount, which is really cool. Alright, especially with the neck joint, if you can see that one there. Alright, so that's the head. Obviously it swivels around pretty easily, and this figure is a really good base if anybody wants to get the demoniacal fit heads with all the different colors, which I will review one time. I'll probably review all my figures first, then I'll get into the third-party demoniacal fit heads. They're pretty cool. Alright, so as I was said, well, here are the arms, guys. You can move them up thus far, which is good. Obviously you got the butterfly joint there to move the hands out as far and the arms out as far forward as they possibly can, which is very cool. Now you've got the full 360 bicep swivel on this one, because they also remove, but most Figuarts do that as well. We have double jointed elbows. That is really cool. Both ways there, 360-degree hands, point them at any direction. The ab crunch, as I was showing you guys before, exclusive to the 2.0 figure. Forward, goes back a little bit, and you can even do some pretty cool swivel poses with it as well, which is dope, because you've got all the detail there right in the sculpt of the armor and along the shoulders. Like very, very accurate to the anime, which is very impressive. Alright, so legs. So Vegeta can kick up almost 90 degrees, almost, not quite. And then you've got the double jointed knee there as well, same as the elbow. And you've got the boots. So much the same with the Goku. You've got perfect 360 swivel, which is cool. You've got up, got down thus far, and you've got, yeah, a little bit of an ankle pivot. It's kind of limited. Okay, because of the angle on the boot. So that's probably one of my main gripes with that one. And of course, the SH Figuarts toe hinge, which is cool. The way that they do the legs on Vegeta is really good around the hip joints, because you can rotate it, as you can see. So to pose that leg forward, if it was doing a cool fighting pose like this, you know, with a big attack coming in. So you get what I mean. And then you've also got the toe articulation to move it up, which is very easy. And swivel that down. Yeah, and you can see there's a bit of shading on the legs as well. So it would seem, yes, there is shading. And a bit of shading on the arms. Shading always sort of gives a figure and a character, you know, more depth. You know, not just a figure, it just gives it more detail. And the paint overall, what you pay for in a figure, obviously is, you know, sort of what you're after, and that's why we pay the money for them, because they do what we want, and they're things that we're going to keep for a long time. And I don't know about anyone else, but I'd rather buy the right figure the first time instead of having to reissue more money to get the next figure up, when I could have just put it straight toward that figure, which is exactly what I did with this guy, and I'm super happy with it. I'm glad I didn't get the premium color, and I just went straight for this one. I'm down here in Australia, so I had to source it from America, the US. I was more than happy doing that, obviously, because not too many people would have this one down here, which was cool. Australian eBay only had premium color, so that's why I outsourced it. But I was very happy with the outcome, as anyone would be if they had the Prince of all Saiyans with all this articulation. Well, that concludes my review of my Super Saiyan 2.0 Vegeta figure. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got something out of it. Thanks so much for watching. Well, if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, a big shout out to my friends Mike and Katie from Cuppa Rad. Their latest podcast drops Tuesday Pacific Time and Wednesday for everyone here down under. But please subscribe and enjoy. The latest app features an interview of me chatting with Mike, and we talk a lot about pop culture topics. Yes, Dragon Ball is one of them. So to hear the awesomeness, check it out on iTunes, Spotify, and all major podcast services, and follow their page on Instagram. So thanks guys, see you next time.